We're happy to have with us this morning in Lyons Township a Republican breakfast, which is taking place as we speak here on January 23rd, just before the February 2nd primary election. And one of the key positions that we have on February 2nd primary ballot is the position of Commissioner on the Board of Review, sometimes known as the Board of Tax Appeals. There are three commissioners, all three Democrats, and if you want to restore democracy, accountability, a system of checks and balances in Cook County, or as some call Crook County, this is the gentleman that you need to vote for on February 2nd. His name is Dan Patlak. He's a certified assessor of Wheeling Township. He's a qualified real estate broker with decades in business. He's a strong Republican who stands for Republican principles, and he is the one who's going to root out corruption in that office. So I want to welcome you, Dan, to this Lyons Township Republican breakfast just before the February 2nd primary. And I want to give you an opportunity to address our voters about why is it critical, 1, 2, 3, why is it critical, in essence, for them to vote for Dan Patlak for commissioner?
Well, thanks, Tony. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here with you. You know, there's a lot of energy in this room, and I think there's a lot of energy across the county, across the state, across the nation for Republican candidates. I'm one of those Republican candidates hoping to get the nomination. You asked me why it's important that people elect me. You mentioned it. The number one reason is balance. There's a complete imbalance in Cook County right now. The Democrats dominate everything, and we read in the paper every day about the corruption in Cook County. It's not because Democrats dominate, it's because one party dominates. There is no distinction between honesty between Republicans and Democrats, but when you have too much power, You
got the fox watching the chicken coop. Huh?
Exactly. You need a check and balance. You need people from the minority party in any case.
You stated that you wanted to be the canary in the coal mine. I heard that before. What does that mean for the voters on February 2nd?
That means that when I see something that's not proper going on at the Board of Review or even in the county as a whole, I'm going to say something about it. First, I'm going to go to the culprits and confront them. Next, I'm going to go to the authorities, and I'm going to go to the public, and I'm not going to let them get away with unfair treatment of people who don't have clout in favor of those that do.
So you're going to be a voice of reason, accountability, diligence for the taxpayers of Cook County.
Thanks for doing my campaign ad for me, Tony. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Now, I want to also put in here the fact that you are not just running as a newbie, a newcomer here. You've been an employee of the County Board of Tax Appeals under Commissioner Maureen Murphy, the last Republican who was there, and you have years of experience in that position, so you don't need any on-the-job training like your opponent who claims to be a Republican but is really a Democrat.
That's right, Tony. My opponent in the Republican primary has no background in the Republican Party, nor does he have any background in property valuation or anything to do with elective office. And my background at the Board of Review is far in excess of the background of the incumbent Democrat, Brendan Houlihan, who rarely shows up to work.
Good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dan Patlak is the person that you need to keep in mind when you go to vote on February 2nd for the position of Commissioner on the Board of Tax Appeals. Your punch number is?
121.
121. Don't forget that. Thank you.